Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. And off we go to wrap up the week on a Monday night. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And right away, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're doing...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's where they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Barkley again. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, and that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Henry Ruggs, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Sheds off the tackle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. On 2nd and 9, Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Cowboys first down.
Now Elliott. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
They'll try again with Elliott. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means you're off.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, these two teams you might remember met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 44-yard line.
1st down, Giants.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
7, Cowboys, nothing.
Throwing, Jones. Throw right side, going to be caught by Seals-Jones. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Now Jones.
Reception here by Ruggs.
Jones pass. Complete to Henry Ruggs.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown to this first half. A 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful. Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And the Giants are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Gano the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Score Giants 14. Cowboys nothing.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
It's now 3rd down.
Now Prescott. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Jordan Lewis on the return. The Giants take over 1st and 10.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. He dumps it off to Barkley.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones.
Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Giants 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Jones.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And oh, he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
Both teams making their final preparations for the second half of action. So with that, let's get you back out to Arlington, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
It's a gain of 8.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Elliott. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
By Dexter Lawrence. No gain on the play.
Throwing, Prescott.
At the 29-yard line.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by James Bradbury. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he will find his man Ruggs. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Evades him at the 10. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 72 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 21-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
But we saw that they had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Prescott.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off near the 34. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Gano the extra point, and it is 28-0.
It's 28. Cowboys nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on third down. Prescott to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Seals Jones. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones.
And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Play 7. Josh Lambo set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he'll get this up to about the 40.
Donovan Wilson that time there on the tackle.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
2nd and 5.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
136 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
A handoff to Barkley on the option.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Back to throw. Jones.
Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception.
Picked off by Jordan Lewis.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Back near his goal line, it's Prescott. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line.
With such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Giants are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. Prescott stripped. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they're going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now a toss right to Barkley. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Gano for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Giants 42, Cowboys 7.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 47. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. To Barkley on the check down. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll try and run for it. Oh, look at the juke. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 4th and inches in plus territory. That seemed like a prime spot to go for it.
It certainly did, and there's so many things that go into it. Are you too far away for a field goal, but not far away to punt it? Do you just feel like your offense is better? I just think in today's NFL, offense feels like it has to take care of the football, has to keep the ball, because scoring is up. You better maximize every possession. You trust your offense more than you trust your defense in today's league.
On 2nd down now, Arrington. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury.
And the Giants are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
155 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
First down, Giants.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Giants, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2.
And they'll get another road date next week when they take on Washington.
Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears.
They talking about making industry music. They want me to count to y'all, but they ain't gon' count to y'all, cause y'all went there when they ain't had a ball. He talking sporty, wonder how he felt watching his dog casket fall. I had to tell my why'd you stop. He don't like to pass the ball. That chicken, he talking big hit. I was kicking in houses for it. That's two different tickets, right? Oh yeah, they louder, boy. Them players lazy, they don't get no bread. Yeah, they be counting, boy. Them labels scouting, boy. They talking M's only the 1,000, boy. They get too touched and they get too foul, boy. I'm talking. You out of bounds, boy. They always screaming, Rich be snapping. I say the crowd, boy. I'ma lose the roof in the stain. Please don't test me like on that boy Johnny. And ain't talking dang. It's like everything look cut them drop. They go insane, they wanna pick. Ain't gon' get in the beef. I'ma just make them blitz. Run for deep in the sprinter. How that's your girl? And she in my rental. We ain't had cable. We ain't even have no channels. They changed the channel and they see me. I'm signing deals and not no plea. Burglary, being neat. Don't you size me like no rapper. I be quick to grab my ski. That's my sweet, but I be switching it depending on the week. Christian Lou, red bottoms, damn, I think I cut my feet. They talking about making industry music. They want me to count to y'all, but they ain't gon' count to y'all, cause y'all went there when they ain't had a ball. He talking sporty, wonder how he felt watching his dog casket fall. I had to tell my why'd you stop. He don't like to pass the ball. I wonder where that low was at. It was me against the wall. I was out here running plays, guess it paid off after all. 613 bad girl, her hat just got installed. She got it stitched and I got it stitches. We won't be sparing you. Chasing who? Pursuing who? I won't be chasing you. I'm 4-1, I lost the count. I'ma charge it to the game. 438 is not a game. It's just a music thing. Last player got out his lane. Put right back in his lane. I'ma sit that pat when I get to Cali. Hope it get sent back over. Ran in your range, ain't seen no players. All I'm getting ran over. Don't spare mine, gon' spare yours when I doing this game over. Only been rapping for like 4 months, now they players time over. They talking about making industry music. They want me to count to y'all, but they ain't gon' count to y'all, cause y'all went there when they ain't had a ball. He talking sporty, wonder how he felt watching his dog casket fall. I had to tell my why'd you stop. He don't like to pass the ball. He don't like to pass the ball. I had to tell my why'd you stop. He don't like to pass the ball. Kicking it. Paid off after all. I guess it paid off after all.
Who you a fool for this? Who you a fool for this?
Murder on the beat, so it's not nice.
Oh no, oh man, I just made a mess. When I run it, ain't no stopping, I don't never rest. Down said hunt, kick a punt, then I make them catch 5,000 ones in the hour, I'ma make it stretch. I just made a mess, I just made a mess. I got cash by the bundle, so I'll never press. I just made a mess, I just made a mess. 50-yard TD with the winning catch. Oh no, oh no. Oh no, no, no. I just made a mess. Oh no, oh no. Oh no, 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 no. I just made a mess. I just made a mess. I just made a mess. When they throw the pass, all I know is catch. I just want the bag, like a Nike check. know it's flex. Bust the defense open, running through some. I don't know no plays on the field, I just free from. Caught it with the left, but I'm better with my right arm. When they call blitz, hit stick, don't mean no harm. Oh no, oh man, I just made a mess. When I run it, ain't no stopping, on never rest. Down said hut, kick a punt, then I make them catch. 5,000 ones in an hour, I'ma make it stretch. I just made a mess, I just made a mess. I got cash by the bundle, so I'll never press. I just made a mess, I just made a mess. 50-yard TD with the winning catch. Oh no, oh no, oh no, no, no. I just made a mess, oh no, oh no, oh no, 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 no. I just made a mess. On the sideline watching, so I make them clap it up, clap it up, now clap it up. Down and dirty on the field, make a mess and then I make them clean it up, clean it up. On the field is not a drill, $50 million deals. Yeah, we get the cap for real, I make it thunderstorm for real. Real baller, first string, gotta do it for the team. Ball so hard, I call fatigue, running yards is out your league. Oh no, oh man, I just made a mess. When I run it, ain't no stopping, on never rest. Down said hut, kick a punt, then I make them catch. 5,000 ones in an hour, I'ma make it stretch. I just made a mess, I just made a mess. I got cash by the bundle, so I'll never press. I just made a mess, I just made a mess. 50-yard TD with the winning catch. Oh no, oh no, oh no, no, no. I just made a mess. Oh no, oh no, oh no, 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 no. I just made a mess.
When he has tried me, I shall come forth as pure gold. Have you been tried in the fire? Have you been tried in the fire? Well, tell me, did you come through as pure gold?
You kick it like the benefactor's benefactor. Well, truthfully, we know you never been a factor. Well, honestly, the truth is that you've been an actor. And now your actions got them boys about to mass up. Lectures from the devil got you piping hot. This up and you get screwed and chopped, no Michael Watts. When I was 10, I knew I should have been on rap a lot. Think like Jay Prince and I do more than just rap a lot. Listen, I went and got my digits up. Listen, your favorite, bruh. Listen, you don't want no trouble, cuz. The 25th, I got a meeting with the governor. That's real rap a lot, no cap a lot. I used to from Farron down to Camelot. I used to whip up in my granny's pot. She asked my friends, was I? They said, no, be not. The mind to a praying woman. The truth's a heavy burden and it's weighing on me. Red Doggies caught me slipping with the wailing on me. I went to calling out for Jesus like a reverend on me. Chalked it up to sin, took it on my chin. Gotta take some L's if you wanna win. They took a but then take a sin. I didn't even have no re-up I could re-up with. Had to rob another just to re-up. Pray to God that in his heart he found forgiveness for me. It was nothing personal, it was just business for me. When I got on, I paid him back and told him it was ugly. I'd rather ask forgiveness like 100 times than be asking for permission in a beggar's line. Cause of who I be and check out how I tend to mine. I got a partner who don't eat no pork at dinner time, but let you act like you gon' ever hurt or injure mine. He have your woman, then that's my dinner time. I keep my eyes on glory till the devil get behind. Now bear in mind the devil made me offers I decline. We not aligned, not combined, I am not confined to any wicked system that these demons have designed. They frame a mind and have you salty as a bacon rind. I'm trying to mastermind how to help out humankind. I'm open mind, but I do not rock with none aligned. My state of mind is to keep a peace for peace of mind. I'm like Malcolm with my piece at the Venetian blinds. I'm trying to manifest some things in my subconscious mind that I have only seen in dreams in my unconscious mind. My dreams unrefined, spring to mind, a state of mind that make it seem this lucky life of mine is pre-designed. And if it is, then thank the Lord, cause that's the mastermind.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
this entertainment for you. Come from my ends, you get this double. Straight to your bubble. In this game because I love the trouble. So watch your tone if you don't wanna rumble. You pop like my. Did you forget we know you not with any inch of the real. So stop it. I ain't knocking your little hustle, but watch it. I would hate to hear that loud ooh, chitty chitty bang, chitty chitty bang. Oh, them cannons ring, yes, them cannons ring. Make sure you photo ready when you see the game. I thought I told you lames, we are not the same. Having some fun while you out on your run, taking victory laps. I'm in the hood with them ones. Catch me out in Decatur with some meat and potatoes. Waffle House in Atlanta. I hit the blue flame later with them two-tone gators. Who you know gon' face? I see them keep trying. Professional imitators. Rep, where's the flag? Now you're making me mad. With 47, get that. You better get back. You pop like my. Did you forget we know you not with any inch of the real. So stop it. I ain't knocking your little hustle, but watch it. I would hate to hear that loud ooh, chitty chitty bang, chitty chitty bang. Oh, them cannons ring, yes, them cannons ring. Make sure you photo ready when you see the game. I thought I told you lames, we are not the same. Chitty chitty bang, chitty chitty bang. Oh, them cannons ring, yes, them cannons ring. Make sure you photo ready when you see the game. I thought I told you lames, we are not the same.
Salute when you see me. That jealousy is an ocean and you either float or you sink it. Moment of truth, credit check, you not approved. BB King, I'm in love with the blues. Don't start me up, I got finishing moves, look. Salute when you see me. Slid through all the commotion, it's breaking news, they got an ad on TV. Popping out on them, I'm politicking, probably in a section where you not permitted. My honey's matching my Dodger fitted, playing all gold, ain't no stopping in it. Look, salute when you see me, I bought her a CC and that was her purse. Disgusting with do for a purse, disgusting with do for the clout. I'm one of the realest, the realest could vouch. They thought I was done, but all I doubt, you gotta play my next around. Salute when you see me. Put in the car to my runner, get to you speedy. Still thugging like the days when they weren't here in my city. Made it out of the trenches, just salute when you see me. Yeah, salute when you see me. I'm getting greedy, I blowed all her budget on me, that's on me, I'm conceited. Treaty, nah, that ain't how we treat it. This right here sound like a three-peat. I put the in it sound like I'm knee-deep, I'm like, oh, you too needy. Me and HB going Juvie and BG, they gotta put my face on the box of Wheaties. I'm praying for whoever think they competed, salute when you see me. That's all he ever, so that's how you greet me. I'm going TM 101 cheesy, and plus they got D2 on repeat. I'm with the love of my life for like 3 weeks, cause that's all I needed. She wanna go on a trip or retreat, but I'm sorry, I never retreated. I set the bar so high that you might as well leave it. I'm going undefeated, I've broken the system. Had to breach it, that's mission impossible, mission completed.
Salute when you see me, yeah. I got the heart of a god and a genie. I want you to love me, I want you to need me. When I this face is feedy. I gotta get back to the hood, I remember when I was the needy. Clean me up, squeaky. She fell in love, deeply. Sleepy, they like what I say, they repeat me. Yeah, look, all this money I be spending on BBs. That's why you gotta see me when you see me.
Yeah. Turn me up, then the tables and turn. Hold up, check me out. I think the tables and turn. Forget the bridge we done built, this time I let them all burn. They tried to count me out when I was the word. I bring in paper from the first to the third. They count me out, now count me in. Oh, I'm hot, sizzling. Don't count me out, it all begins right now.
ain't see him from the view. Got my check up, and now I'm tryna blow a bag of two. Prada shoe, and all designer drip, get what I desire. Put him out, what I told him, cause that boy, he on fire. Walk in that thing and air it up, and in my bag a little bit. Remember my pockets in a jar, I couldn't the little chick. They say that Trini left his paper. You see, that's a miss. Why you catch all my brothers ballin', ain't shooting no bricks. Hold up, check me out. I think the tables done turned. Forget the bridge we done built, this time I let them all burn. They tried to count me out.